everyone, let's have this video, and in this video we're going to learn, I'm going to demonstrate on how to add and subtract polynomials. So you know now how to identify like and unlike terms. You can watch that video on how to identify like and unlike terms, because that's the base that's how you identify what to add and what not to add or subtract. So let's have this one. So as a reminder, first thing is to know the like terms, and then use the principle in adding or subtracting integers. Okay. Now, whenever there's a variable for starting learners and learners for algebra, what you combine in terms with variables are the numerical coefficient. So, for example, we know that 2x plus 3x, what we add there let me have the purple. What we add there is the numerical coefficient. So 2 plus 3, that would be 5x. Making sense? So that's how you add and subtract polynomials. So let's go and have some example like this one. Add 2x plus 3 and 5x minus 7. There are two ways on how to do that. First one is the vertical, and the other one is the horizontal. So let's go first with the vertical method. So when you say vertical, you this is how you do it when you have your number. So you align that from highest to lowest degree. So when you say degree, it's the exponent. So we have now 2x plus 3, and then you add up 5x minus 7. So the like terms now are aligned. So we have now 2x plus 5x. Again, you are only going to add this one. So you have now 7x. And then law of principle, 3 minus 7, that would be negative 4. So this is now our answer. However, in the horizontal method, which is more formal when you're adding now and when you're an algebra learner. So we have now 2x plus 3. So that you would know adding 5x minus 7, and then you're using now equality. So let me close that. So you are now combining like terms, so you got to analyze now the items. So you have now 2x plus 5x, and then you add now plus 3 minus 7. So you have now 7x minus 4. So you have now the same answer for this problem. So whatever your method is gonna work, is it vertical or horizontal, doesn't matter. Okay. However, I would suggest you use this one. So I'll put a heart. So this is more appropriate, especially if you are going up on your grade level. Normally this is on the beginning, on the middle school. However, when you go on STEM program or more higher math, they would like to see this working, okay, in a horizontal manner. Okay. Now, let's have another example, and this example is working with subtraction. However, let's analyze this one. Subtract 7x minus 8 from 9x minus 1. So, you identify your subtrahend. So, this is now your minuend rather. Minuend. And then this is your subtrahend. So, when you're in elementary, it's from, so this would be the first one you're gonna write. So if we're going to have now horizontal, no, not horizontal, rather we're gonna use now the vertical, because people are not working with that. So we have now vertical. So when you have now your vertical, however, there would be a translation here. So 9x minus 1 minus 7x minus 8. Then you would ask me, why there is a parenthesis on 7x minus 8? Because that is your subtrahend. So it would be translated, you remember the principle, change the sign of the subtrahend and then proceed to addition. So you have now 9x minus 1, changing the sign per term. So from 7x, you get the additive inverse. You have now 7 minus 7x, then plus 8. And then you may proceed now to addition. So we know that 9x and 7x are like terms. However, you operate the numerical coefficient. So you have 9 minus 7, so you have now 2x. Then negative 1 plus 8, that would be 7. So that's now the vertical. Now, when we look at now in the horizontal method, or horizontal structure, this is not a method, horizontal structure. So, once again, you have now a parenthesis, that's why 9x minus 1 minus the binomial 7x minus 8. Now, there is now the change. It's much clearer when you look at this, when you do the principle of subtracting. You deduct it, you change first the subtrahend. So, I can write 9x minus 1. Then, changing the sign per term. So, you have now minus 7x plus 8. Now, combining now like terms, some are going to go faster because they're just going to compute that on their mind. However, when you're starting, it's better to write it first. What are the like terms? Minus 1 plus 8. Then you can combine this one, and the answer would lead us to 2x plus 7, which is the same answer, either the vertical or horizontal. So I hope you see the difference on how to look at it in that manner. So however, I suggest you use the horizontal, especially if it's advanced, but it doesn't have any issue if you use the vertical one. However, it's some kind of not that organized, or I don't know how to make it a little bit more organized on it. Okay, now let's have another example. So let's have this one first. So I have here 2x squared minus 3x plus 5, and then added by a trinomial 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. So once again, let me just change color of pen. I really want to use no red. So let me go on a vertical one, so it's much easier to the vertical. 2x squared minus 3x plus 5. Now, you align now what should be aligned. So I have 2x as well. So plus 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. Now, it's much easier now. So we have now, again, the numerical coefficient. So 4x squared minus 7x plus 13. Does it make sense? I think that would be correct. Now, let's working with this one. So you have now, let me just copy that, 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 added by 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. Now, having that, I think that combining now like terms. So this is just possessive. However, some people are going to go on their mind and compute that. However, for starters, this is much better to look at. Because I'm not a fan of doing shortcuts. Even I'm a math teacher, I'm not a fan of it, because what I really want to teach is the process. So you have this one, once again, combining this one. So you have now 4x squared minus 7x plus 13. I think the answer is the same. However, on the bottom part of this one, I make it subtraction. So how are you going to do that in a subtraction method? So we have, again, you have now 2x minus 3x plus 5. On the process, I put that 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. However, in translating, so you have now your 2x minus 3x plus 5. And then, I'm going to have 2x squared. That's x squared, right? Oops. The given should be x squared. I just worked that out. This is 2x squared. I just copy it like that. So, let me have the red pen again so that it's much clearer. So, this would be plus 4x minus 8. So, we can cancel this one because there is no. So, you have now x minus 3. And this is now the answer. Now, working on horizontal. So, we have now, once again, let me just copy that. So, you have now 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 minus 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. So, working on that, changing the sign of the subtrahend. So, let me have copy that, 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 for our minuend. Changing the sign per term, so we have now 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. Now, combining now like terms, so we have now 2x squared minus 2x squared minus 3x plus 4x plus 5 minus 8. So having that will be cancelled because it's 0. That will be x and then minus 3. And that's how you add and subtract polynomials. I hope you learned something in this video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.